I'm just chilling, dude. I'm just chilling. How's everybody doing today, guys? Episode 3 of A Random Thought I Had, a podcast by Matt Cozy. Is that like a weird way to introduce the podcast? Should I not say a podcast by Matt Cozy? Like, does that sound pretentious to you guys? Do you guys not care? Should I realize that probably about like a dozen people watch this and none of them care? Most of them I told face to face to watch the podcast. Should I also acknowledge that it's not watching the podcast, it's listening to the podcast? I don't know, man. This is the third episode of A Random Thought I Had. And today, I want to talk to you guys about experiencing loss. Just the absence of something that's in your routine. You know, truly a sad situation to let go of something and to be like, damn, this is gonna suck. This sounds fucking depressing as shit. My boy Tim and my girl Magenta are going on vacation for like a week or two. They're going to Ireland. Congrats to them. Tim is my YouTube friend, my streamer friend. You guys probably know him. Kate and Kid A, if you're not familiar. And they are both my best friends. And they're leaving. They're leaving me. They're going on a romantic trip to Ireland. Did not invite me. How selfish of them. It's for Magenta's birthday. How dare they go and do an intimate thing themselves? I'm pissed off. So today, I'm going to air out my grievances against Tim and Magenta on my podcast, because that's what I do. I air out my grievances. I talk about shit on here, random thoughts that I have. So I'm pissed today, so we're going to talk about why I'm so pissed. No, I'm kidding. I'm not actually mad at them. Tim and Magenta have a lovely time in Ireland, but it's so weird because me, Tim, and Magenta all work together, which means I see at least one of them every single day. Me and Tim work together on YouTube and Twitch related shit, so I talk to Tim all the time about that. They're both my best friends, and I have a huge, really close-knit friend group of people who are all best friends. It's like a group of like 15 people, and it's weird because I don't think I've gone a week without seeing Tim and Magenta in a long, long time. And maybe I just have some codependency issues. I don't know. I have no idea. But they're going to Ireland, which means I have no friends for about a week. Nah, it's not true. I actually have my friend staying with me from the army, Liam. You guys might know him. He used to live with me. Like he was like my roommate for a good year back when he enlisted in the army, when he was on his way to going to basic. But he just came back to visit after a 9-month deployment. And so we're going to be chilling with Liam. I don't know how much content I'm going to be making this week just because I literally haven't seen Liam in a year. He's also my best friend. I have a lot of best friends. Tell me, do you think it's weird that I don't stack rank my best friends? Like, I don't have a best friend. I have a group of best friends, and each individual person offers me a different sort of perspective. Sorry if you guys hear like some background noise. Some dude in a motorcycle thinks he has a big dick. But yeah, each individual friend I have kind of has their own little shut the fuck up. Sorry. Has their own individual role in my life. And not that everything revolves around me, but everybody kind of has their own thing. I think that's cool. For example, Tim, me and him like very much get our work ethic together. Like, I don't fuck with nobody. I don't make content with really a nobody. But I have always kind of fantasized about having like a podcast or a game show or a TV show or something really successful with Tim. I think me and him would make like an awesome entertainment duo. And I know he's going to clap back with, well, then why did you go and start another podcast? yeah, I don't know. I just kind of wanted to have my own show here. But yeah, so Tim gets my grind going, for example. Like all my friends kind of have their own input. I know Liam since I'm literally a fetus. So I just have time played with him. And so that's kind of how my friend group works. Everybody's pretty overlapped. And everybody, like I have a big group of best friends. That's how it is. That's how it goes. Maybe you guys don't have that same dynamic. I don't really know. You guys might have like one solid best friend. I just have best friends in different ways. The people I keep close to me, they're either close or they're not. That's how it is. That's how it be. I don't know if that's weird, but that's just how I do it. That's just how I am. But in terms of how my content is going to be, how the podcast is going to be, how my life is going to go over the course of the next week or so, I'm probably not going to be streaming all that much. I'll put out a video or two. I'm going to literally record the podcast whenever I can just because this is a really quick thing for me. That's partially why I started this podcast, is because it's not that it's not high effort. It's just that I put in my effort for the 20 or 30 or so minutes that I record. I get it all set up to queue up to be, distributed, and then it's out there. It's not a high maintenance thing. Obviously coming up with something to say and being elegant in kind of the way I'm talking and just having a show of sorts, it takes effort. But if you're looking to start your own podcast, use Anchor, by the way, so that I can make money and that this awesome platform can grow. Sorry, I had to throw a little sponsor plug in there. Starting your podcast is just super low maintenance, but it can also be high effort. It really is what you make it. The most annoying part about editing YouTube videos, the most annoying part about kind of doing a stream, is that you gotta be there. You gotta be cutting edge. You gotta be in post, making shit happen. Editing videos is incredibly tedious, especially if your software crashes every 30 seconds. It's super rewarding, but that's just the nature of editing content. But if you're putting out a podcast, it's kind of I don't know. That's why I do an audio-only podcast. It's just so I can chill here, talk, shoot the shit, talk about literally nothing. But it's a way for me to connect with the super cult small following that I have. It's kind of like a grassroots thing where it's okay, I don't have time to upload a video today. Okay, I don't have a few hours to dedicate to streaming today. Okay, I don't have time to up my production value today. But what I can do is sit here and talk and let you guys know that my brain is incredibly creatively charged and it's going a million miles a minute, but I can focus and make something happen even if my time is kind of ample. That's the nature of the game. And I'm going to try my best this week to focus up, put out content while also having fun. It's Liam's birthday in a few days. Obviously I'm not going to have Tim and Magenta to spend time with, but I have Liam around. I have other people in my close-knit friend group. I'm going to be working a lot this week to make up for the deficit of Tim and Magenta leaving. No, I'm kidding. So I have a busy week ahead of me, but I just wanted to give you guys a pulse on what's going on. This is more of an update podcast. I don't have much of a specific topic. I just kind of wanted to sit here and be okay, all right, fam, squad, here's the rundown. Here's what's going on. Here's my life. Take it or leave it. This is what you signed up for. This is why you're watching the podcast. This is why you're here. This is why I'm talking to you. This is why I can't get out of this loop of me saying things in a really stern way. So that's what's been going on. I'm going to just turn this into an update episode. See how this goes. I have no idea. I don't know what this podcast is a growing, breathing, moving thing that is going forward and is changing episode by episode. The first episode literally was a complete random thought I had. It was about dental floss. Episode 2, I went on kind of a long rant about minimum wage. It was much more serious. Really wasn't that funny. In episode 3, I'm trying out a different format. This is literally an update. This is literally for the people who consume all of my content. I'm sure there's somebody out there who doesn't watch my content, but that does watch this podcast. I love you. I appreciate you. Consider coming over to the Cozy Crew because we're doing a lot of shit other than the podcast. We're building a brand here, not just having some audio wavelengths go through the ether. What the fuck was I even talking about? Holy shit. Okay, an update. So last night, me and my friends all gathered at one of our friend Mike's house. If you guys are following the lore of the crew, that would be awesome of you so that I don't have to reiterate every single person that I introduce, so pay attention. So we went to Mike's new house. We are breaking in his new house because he just moved a few towns over. It's a really nice house. It's great. He has the whole basement to himself. His dad gets the upstairs. Bam. Awesome setup. Beautiful. So everybody showed up. We ordered some pizza. We had some brewskis. We had a good time. Everybody's 21, by the way, before you ask. It was a good time. It was great. Everybody gathered around. We broke in the new house. Everybody got a little ahead of themselves, as people have been known to, being 21 years old and able to buy alcohol. And it was just good. It was just a good time, chilling with friends, playing some games, catching up, breaking in the new place. And the thing about Mike's old house, that's kind of like the central hangout where most people hang out. It was like way too small. Way too small. Memories were made, but this is like the beginning of a new era of I don't know, just having a place to chill and hang out. I don't know if anybody watches this in their early 20s and they have like a friend group that kind of is growing together. But I pulled Mike to the side. I pulled everybody to the side, kind of did like a little bit of a toast, and I was like, hey, this is probably going to be the last place we hang out while we're in the struggle zone. This little bachelor pad, this little basement area is the last place we're going to hang out when we're in, teenager mode. The next place we probably go to hang out is going to be somebody owning their own house. And I think that's so cool. That's so sentimental, because it's like, for all we know, the next central place we start hanging out, I mean, me and Tim have been talking about this for years, is owning a house together. Imagine me, Tim, Magenta, the whole group of friends owning a house, owning a nice big house, and living together, and kind of having that, I don't know, just having that like central place to hang out. It's so crazy. I love this friend group because it's like everybody is so tightly knit, and it really is like a family. And I kind of started this friend group years and years ago and being like, hey, sick of getting fucked over by my old friends. I'm sick of temporary people. This is going to be a family. This is going to be a close-knit group of people who doesn't peak in high school and then dwindle down. This is going to build into something. And that is what's happening right before our eyes. I just think it's awesome, and I wanted to share that with you guys. I wanted to share that information just now with you guys, that I'm just psyched. I'm psyched for my friend group. I'm psyched to see where this goes. I'm psyched to grow up with these people. And, well, I'm going to miss two of my best friends for a whole week. Or two. I have no idea what their itinerary is. I don't know when they're coming back. But, yeah, a big part of my life revolves around my friends. And I think that's pretty cool. I think that's where a lot of happiness is found. It's in your friends. You could be in a really, really solid relationship, but if you're not friends with them, or if you're not connected with your friends, or if you're not getting connection with people, you're not going to be doing well. Or at least you're not setting yourself up for success. So yeah, that's the update. Content will be whatever I could scrape together. Podcast will be whenever I get a free half hour to record it. And I'm going to be working my ass off this week to have a good time with my friends and getting some shmoney from my formal job. And I will try my best to get out the most content that I can, guys. Alright, that is episode number 3 of A Random Thought I Had. One of the most random episodes. We talked about a lot of things, even though it's only been about 15 minutes. Can you guys let me know what you guys think about the podcast? Screenshot if you're watching it on Spotify or wherever you're watching this. Send it to me on Twitter at CozyYT. I will retweet you. I appreciate you if you're watching or listening to this. You're the best. I will see you guys next time. Peace!